Hey all, XR student here. So usually I spend Monday through Friday creating something, but this week I didn't have all 5 days. So I kept trying to create things, but didn't have enough time for each of them. Whether it was dry time, just needing more time in general to finish, or I was just super busy. I decided, maybe I'll do clay, maybe I'll do paper mache, maybe I'll do a mural at an abandoned place. And yeah, I started the mural, but again, it came down to dry time and having time in general, so didn't go as planned. Though this video will be different than normal, I'm going to show you what came out of the mermaid party decorations. I did a video a little while back where I made a bunch of decorations for my niece's birthday party. Here's a refresher of the things that I did to make the decorations and gifts happen. I made a mermaid shell tiara out of fabric, metal, shells, beads, paint, and paint markers. Also hot glue and chains. It was just supposed to be a tiara for my niece or some decorative piece, something cute to make her feel like a mermaid. Next I moved on to vinyl stickers. I used my cutting machine to get the shapes of shells and my niece's name in order to decorate balloons or give out as party favors. It's always fun to weed the vinyl, and it was cool to go live and have you guys watch along with me in real time. I even made some t-shirt vinyl happen and created a sign. I wanted to make some lawn ornaments, so I cut out a bunch of shells with my jigsaw out of some plywood, sanded it up, and then was able to paint it. I went with purples, blues, pinks, and greens for this party. That's kind of what my sister-in-law was going for with the decoration she was showing me, and I feel like it's classic little girl mermaid colors anyways. I wanted it not to be too detailed, cartoonish, readable, and easily recognizable. It was fun making them and fairly easy to produce. After the tiny shells, I moved on to the big pieces. This is going to be a photo op section. It's like a photo board where it's a mermaid tail, and then I made another one where it's a face and whole mermaid. It was fun painting it. I used cheap acrylic paints, again with that purple, pink, blue, green colorway for the whole thing. It was fun. I used a more kid version of my style and just produced a cute mermaid. For the final touches and cartoony look, I went in with Posca markers. I have more control with a marker versus a paintbrush, and I really like doing line work like this. This is where you get the cool details. You could add little symbols or tattooy things. Next, I made 2 shirts for my niece. One was based off of a drawing that I did. Here I'm laying out the vinyl piece exactly where I want it, using the heat press to apply it, and then seeing how the shirt came out. The last touches for the board was cutting out the little wave on top so it wasn't boring, then actually creating the hole for the face. It was easy, a lot easier than I thought it would be to create something like this. And every one of my painted pieces got a nice coating of protective spray on it. On the photo board with the mermaid tail, I thought it looked a little bit too plain, so I added 2 fish, colored them in with some acrylic paint, and used the Posca marker to bring in those details. After a while, I did a lot of trial and error with my wood. I was trying to create a wooden stand. I did 2 different designs. This one I didn't wind up using. I wound up taking it apart and creating a thinner version and chopping up everything, measuring it out, and making sure it actually did its job, because I didn't want any of these boards to fall over on the little kids. Not that it weighed enough to hurt anyone, but you don't want anyone to get hurt. Once the new stands were prepped, it was time to add it to the boards. The day before the party, I helped my sister-in-law out with creating balloon columns. It was actually a lot of hard work. She found this pack on Amazon, so we tried putting it together. Basically, you blew up a bunch of balloons, tied them to this circle thing, added it to a metal pole, and hoped it would all stay the shape that you wanted. It didn't, so we had to improvise a lot and add a lot of different balloons in order to make it look even. Then we applied the stickers to the balloon columns. For some reason my transfer tape was not working well, and I think the rainbow vinyl sticker was not doing its job, so it took like 2 hours to apply everything and make it look decent. It did add a good pop of color, and it was fun to see the little shells come to life on the balloons. Finally, the day of the mermaid party, and this is how everything turned out. This was so much fun. I would love to do cutouts like this again, and I love a good themed birthday party. So I'm totally going to do this for my nieces in the future. Thank you so much for watching. Check out my schedule, check out my other videos, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thanks, bye!